Good morning, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of the South College Doctor of Physical Therapy class of 2018. I am Dr. Tim Noteboom, Dean of the School of Physical Therapy. I am joined on stage this morning by Reverend Christopher Hogan of the Episcopal Church of the Ascension, Dr. Mike Walker, founding Dean of the School of Physical Therapy, Dr. Kimberly Hall, Vice Chancellor for the Institution, Advancement and Effectiveness, and Dr. Tim Flynn. I now call upon Reverend Christopher Hogan for today's invocation.
Well, good morning and congratulations. Let us pray. God, we give thanks for this moment. We give thanks for each graduate here who got to this point through hard work, study, discipline, late nights, doubts, but also faith. We give thanks for their commitment to unlocking the secrets of creation for healing. We give thanks for all those who supported these graduates, the spouses, parents, relatives, friends, teachers, administrators, and all those who lifted each graduate up in one form or another so they can now walk across the stage, receive their diploma, and go forth into the world. We pray this will be a time of celebration and reflection, a time where each graduate may discern where they will go from here and how they will use their knowledge to heal others in this world. All this we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Hogan, and you may be seated. I now call upon Vice Chancellor Dr. Kimberly Hall for a message to the graduates and an introduction of today's commencement speaker. Dr. Hall.
Good morning. You can do a little better than that. Good morning. All right. It's certainly a pleasure to welcome you to our wonderful ceremony. We're here to celebrate the successes and achievements of these outstanding men and women whom we are certain will positively contribute to the profession of physical therapy and be outstanding role models in their communities for service, as they have certainly been as they have participated in our program. Graduates, this is an exciting day, and you certainly should feel proud of yourselves, as you've completed a rigorous set of academic expectations. Your faculty have challenged you, probably prodded you a little bit every now and then, but they have assisted you in establishing a foundation of knowledges and skills. Congratulations on rising to all challenges. Parents and families, you have your own mixture of emotions this morning, today. Probably a little relief that it's over, but definitely pride in the accomplishment of your graduate. Our administration, faculty, and staff are also proud as we see so many who have been part of the South College family for the past 2 years leave us to embark upon new journeys. Graduates, completing your education is only the beginning. Many, many more dreams and goals should be coming your way. Only you know what they are. Donna Wilk Cordillo, a healthcare provider and author, said that when I think about all the patients and their loved ones that I have worked with over the years, I know most of them don't remember me, nor do I remember all of them, but I gave a little piece of myself to each of them and they to me. And those threads make up the beautiful tapestry in my mind that is my career. So how will you practice your art of physical therapy? What will your tapestry look like? You will walk out of here today with only one thing that no one else has. Obviously, others have a doctor in physical therapy. Others are working as physical therapists. but you'll be the only person alive who has the sole custody of your life. Your particular life, your entire life, not just the life of your mind, but the life of your heart. Scary? No, it's exciting. How exciting to know that you have invested in your life, in your future. You have gained a great deal of knowledge, and I'm certain you understand the importance of continuing to learn throughout your career. We know that you have the ability to set goals and to achieve those goals. So now, opportunity is yours. So members of our South College family, we wish you continued happiness, much success, and achievement of many, many more dreams and goals. It is certainly my pleasure this morning to introduce our guest speaker. He's a leading innovator in DPT education, and he's the founding dean of our School of Physical Therapy. While at South College, he led the development, implementation, and accreditation efforts for our DPT program. This is one sentence, but it is so hard to understand all that went into those many endeavors. In 2017, he transferred to the Baylor University DPT program as the program director and clinical professor. Prior to joining us here at South College, he served as vice president of operations for Evidence in Motion, deputy director for the U.S. Army Baylor University doctoral program in physical therapy, and director of the U.S. Army Physical Therapy Technician Program. He's a military veteran with 33 years combined federal service. His military decorations include the Legion of Merit, Bronze Star, and Meritorious Service Medal with 3 oak leaf clusters. He was awarded the Order of Military Medical Merit in 2008 and the 9A Proficiency Designator for Professional Expertise and Outstanding Achievement in Physical Therapy in 2010. He retired in 2012 at the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. He's a graduate of Baylor University with an earned Master's of Physical Therapy and a Doctor of Science in Orthopedic and Manual Physical Therapy. He is board certified as an orthopedic clinical specialist and a fellow in the American Academy of Orthopedic and Manual Physical Therapists. He has authored or co-authored a number of professional works and was awarded the 2010 Rose Excellence in Research Award for the orthopedic section of the American Physical Therapy Association. It is certainly a pleasure and privilege to welcome our friend and colleague to the stage this morning, Dr. Mike Walker.
To Dr. Hall, Dr. Noterboom, distinguished faculty and guests, to all the proud parents and spouses, family and friends here, and most importantly to the extraordinary men and women seated before me, the class of 2018. Thank you for giving me the honor of addressing the second graduation ceremony for the South College Doctor of Physical Therapy program. An institution and program that stands at the forefront of transformative change in DPT education. An institution and program that has broken the traditional mold of how DPT education or how DPT students ought to be taught. I am thrilled to be here this morning to see these 87 exceptional individuals receive their degrees as doctors of physical therapy. Last night, I asked all of you if obstacles define you. I suggested that how you overcome those obstacles are more important than the obstacles themselves, in this case, your DPT education. So now I have to ask, does the title, the name, the initials, DPT, is that what defines you? Surely not. I know that all of you have experienced a wide range of competencies in physical therapists while you've been out on clinical observations and clinical education. You know as well as I that not all doctors of physical therapy are created equal. Surely it's what you do with your degree that will ultimately define you as a professional as a clinician, and as a person. With that, I'm going to challenge you this morning to have the courage to expose your vulnerabilities in two ways, and then to let these vulnerabilities transform you and help you define yourself as a clinician. First, let's play a word association game. What's the first word that comes to mind when I say Dr. Flynn? Dr. Kozlinski? Dr. Jones? And on down the list of your faculty. Well, nothing against them, but I'm betting you did not come up with words like intellectual, cerebral, or stimulating. Instead, I'll bet you came up with words like Dr. Breathe Right Flynn, Dr. Iceman Kozlinski, or Dr. Cash Ain't Got Nothing on Me Jones. Seriously though, I would guess that your word associations were more personal, like role model, mentor, caring, selfless. My point is that you've connected with your faculty in very personal ways. A common knock on this program, and perhaps a fear of yours when you started, was that these personal connections would not occur in an accelerated blended learning program. I beg to differ. And if last night was any indication, I suspect you agree with me. The point is, these connections don't happen by chance. They occur with intention and design. They occur because your faculty is willing to be vulnerable, to open themselves up to you in very personal ways, to humanize the experience that we call education. So my first challenge to you is that you develop these same types of connections with your patients. Expose some of your vulnerabilities to them in your interactions and communication. Be willing and able to humanize the experience that we call patient care. Clinical settings can be cold, sterile environments. Healthcare, by its very nature, exposes patients to the extremes of their vulnerabilities. They're hurting, they need your help, they're fearful, and ultimately they rely on you to be that help for them. In short, I dare you to care. Caring for and developing personal connections with your patients is why we're here. We're hardwired to connect with others. It's what gives purpose and meaning to our lives. It enriches the lives of others, and without it, there's suffering. 2 years ago, you learned about words that heal and harm. And you've seen in your clinical education just how important these words are in the healing of your patients. How you communicate and connect with your patients is the single most important factor in your patients' trust and confidence in you, in their prognosis, and ultimately in their outcome. A quote from your classmate sums this up well. I think students, and I will add clinicians here, get so caught up in skills, manual practice, clinical reasoning, more skills. How are my hands? When sometimes we just need to step back and remember that we're dealing with someone coming to you in a low point in their life. Listen to them. Very wise words from someone in her first clinical experience. Thank you, Audrey, for this wonderful reminder. Bottom line, I challenge you to make a difference in each patient's life. Once you do, those words associations that patients relate to you will be words of great meaning, great personal meaning to them. My second challenge is that you expose your vulnerabilities by staying out of professional comfort zones. We all know what a comfort zone is. That space where things are familiar, secure, safe. That space where we're generally free from anxiety or worry. That space where we know what to expect and know how to perform. that space where we simply feel comfortable. Creating comfort zones is a healthy adaptation for much of our lives. Our circles of families and friends are good examples of comfort zones where we can love and be loved. But as important as comfort zones are for us, so too is stepping away from them when it's time to transition, to grow, or to transform ourselves. All too often we let self-doubt or fear keep us from challenging ourselves. Truth be told, you all have the ability to rise to the occasion, to overcome hurdles and obstacles, and succeed in something new and challenging. These past 2 years are a prime example of that. There is nothing comfortable about an accelerated DPT program, where you are reminded daily just how much you don't know. But consider all that you've learned, how you've developed, and how you've transformed yourself along the way. It's been an amazing transformation for each and every one of you. Now, as you enter clinical practice, my challenge is that you guard against the natural tendency to turn your clinic into a comfort zone. Why? 2 reasons. First, because the responsibilities you carry in patient care are anything but comfortable. There is nothing comforting about a patient placing their entire trust in you to help them through an injury and illness that's impacting their lives. Each patient deserves your full attention and perhaps a healthy dose of fear from the moment you meet them. Catch yourself anytime you look at a patient and say something like, "Oh, it's another total knee." And it will happen. By doing so, though, you just label that patient as a diagnosis instead of a named individual who deserves your best. You also put them in this nice little box where you know what to expect and how they're going to respond to your treatment. I guarantee when you do that, you will see exactly what you expected to see, and you will miss the unexpected. The second reason is you just elevated yourself to an unconscious competence level of mastery, whether you deserve it or not. Do you remember those levels? For those of you that don't know, we have unconscious incompetence, meaning you don't know what you don't know how to do something. Conscious incompetence. You know that you don't know how to do something. And you all started DPT school like that. Conscious competence. You know that you know how to do something, but it takes effort. That's where you're at now. And unconscious competence. You know how to do something, and it becomes second nature. Now, which of those levels would imply a comfort zone? Obviously, the unconscious competence. And how many of you, faculty included, would consider yourself an expert or master clinician? The reality is there's always room for improvement in our knowledge, our skills, our clinical reasoning, and so on. So stay out of professional comfort zones. Approach every patient as a private investigator would. Expect the unexpected. Relish the challenge of asking the right questions, performing the right assessments, making informed decisions, and then when all is said and done, questioning yourself whether you really did everything possible to identify or uncover those unknowns. Push the boundaries of your knowledge and your skills and keep the challenge, the passion, the excitement of being a PT alive and well. Seek out mentors in your professional career, whether that's through formal or structured residency or education, or just informal relationships in your clinics. Put yourself in situations where you continually seek feedback and criticism. Challenge yourself to dip into and utilize that personal store of untapped knowledge and resources. You have no idea what you're made of unless and until you venture outside of your own familiar world. Finally, don't settle for mediocrity just to avoid stepping out of a comfort zone. It's too big of a price to pay. You accepted the risk and challenge of this DPT program 2 years ago, and now you have a DPT degree to show for it. Now stay out of your comfort zone and let discomfort expand your professional horizons. All of your future challenges and risks are cumulative, so every time you try something new, allow yourself to open to whatever experiences arise. You're learning and expanding your repertoire of skills and knowledge, and in doing all this, you are letting your actions define you as a doctor of physical therapy. A final word of caution. Everything I just discussed, everything about patient care is hard. It's hard to bring your A game to the clinic every day. It's hard putting others first all the time, being mindful and empathetic, and resisting the compassion, the fatigue that creeps into our very being. The physical demands and the mental focus needed in patient care are truly exhausting. And there's nothing better than at the end of a long day of clinic to go home, surround yourself with family and friends, surround ourselves in that nice warm blanket that we call a comfort zone. But please, don't give them your leftovers. Don't leave everything at the clinic and come home and have nothing to share. They are too important for that, and they deserve far more. Enjoy those peaceful moments, those restful moments, but at the same time, step out of those comfort zones together to challenge, grow, and transform those relationships in all that they can be as well. Always remember to balance your personal and professional lives. The two will seldom, if ever, be in perfect balance. And at times, one must suffer for the sake of the other. The past 2 years, a perfect example. But the key is to always be mindful and recognize the imbalances when they occur and correct them as soon as you can. So again, thank you for letting me share this special occasion with you. I'm so proud of all that you've accomplished, and I cannot wait to see how your professional careers blossom. May God bless you in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Walker, for your inspiring charge to the graduates. So I would like to just make a few remarks. My remarks are intentionally unscripted, because when you're dean of an online program that's part of a blended learning approach, you quickly learn that you may have a plan, but that plan is going to change. Your day looks different, the technology breaks. The faculty came into an online session expecting rich, thorough discussion and engagement, and the students are there to listen. You thought you were going to a clinical in Alabama, and you get told you got to go to a clinical in Texas. Every day, things change. And we love to be in the middle of the chaos. And thank you, students, for being willing to be part of something different. A 2-year accelerated model. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes and accelerate those memories even faster and walk you through your curriculum of the last 2 years. Physical therapy applicants have a unique way of putting into their admissions packet their extreme love for anatomy. I love the human body. I love how people move. How many of you had something like that in your application or in your interview? It's a time-honored thing because I think there's many things about anatomy that appeals to us. You know, the intricacies, the connectedness, the form and the function that together allows us to move. And we are the movement experts of the healthcare fields. We are the ones that know anatomy well, can link it to movement, and it is a foundational approach. So from that, you can learn, be curious and stay curious. You know, that intellectual curiosity that you engaged in for the last 2 years can carry you so far. Those clinicians who avoid burnout, those clinicians that prepare themselves to say yes to opportunities that come along, one of the things that my mentor told me years ago, are those individuals that have a curiosity, that do not fall into rote practice. They do not get into a rut that defines who they are. Stay curious. You then went on to your management courses, where you learn to think in a different way. You learn to screen for things that could be serious, such as red flags, and when to attach a diagnostic label onto a condition that then drives your intervention. Because of those experiences, stay discerning. Be someone who can judge, who can take in information quickly, and make an evaluation that drives decision-making at a high level. And this, I mean, beyond just your patient care. You don't leave that at the clinic, because your life can be so much richer if you are one who discerns, who thinks, who analyzes, and then goes to action. You are not paralyzed by analysis, but it drives your actions. That will lead to a full life. You then went into and added some richness to the curriculum. We have a course that I dare to say very, very few physical therapy curriculum have, and that is a course called Mindful Patient Practice. So in that title, and in a course that you took in parallel with that, Integrative Pain Science, where together we understood that we could manage our own anxieties, our own pain and discomforts. And we can be mindful in the moment, to be present. And that is, again, something you cannot leave in the clinic. Your spouse will appreciate your mindfulness. Your kids will appreciate your mindfulness. And being mindful that you are part of a broad community, a community with all different backgrounds, all different races, and you can be the connector. Just be mindful. Then you went on to clinic. And in clinic, you discovered the rigors of the day. You see patients who come in that are literally at the edge of what they can tolerate. They have physical disabilities, they have psychological trauma, and you may be the person that helps them get to the place of hope. So from that, you learn to stay empathetic. Your empathy and trying to understand, to not judge, to not say, I know how you feel, because you do not know how they feel. But you can try to understand and engage and support and come up with a plan that gives them hope. And that is so true in everyday life as well. Again, those loved ones that have supported you on your journey, those individuals that you come in contact with, they will thank you for being a professional who is empathetic. You do not stay engaged in in-class immersive that lasts 17 days straight, including the weekends, from 8 to 5, and then studying in the evening without support. So although this was not a formal part of our curriculum, we did what we called energizers. And in an energizer, you bring intentional energy to the moment. You acknowledge that while still being professionals, we can still have fun. I encourage you to bring fun and engagement and excitement to the clinic. Those patients in pain need that. That is the thing that will lead them to hope. And it will lead you to just overall satisfaction. So I hope you look for, in your long checklist that you're going through to find that perfect job, I hope you look for an atmosphere that is fun, that is engaging, it stays professional, but it gives you back a little bit. And that is so important because I would say that physical therapy is one of those rare professions where it's so easy at the end of the day to feel like everything and everybody sucked the life out of me today. None of my patients got better. The ones that were doing well got worse. And the schedule worked against you. And you're running late to pick up your kids at soccer. So you need to engage in the moment and bring levity, bring fun to offset the challenges that are just part of the job, but also to help support those patients that you serve. So that is my walk through the curriculum. See, it was easy and so short and so quick, right? But I hope that you realize that you are not the same person that came to us 2 years ago. I talked to your family and your spouses last night, and they said, thank you for helping this student further along on their life path by just making them a better person. And that's truly what a successful doctor of physical therapy does. You came here to get a skill set, and we helped you change your mindset. We helped you think in a different way. I want to thank you so much for just welcoming me in to the program, and especially Dean this last 9 months. And you gave me a special gift last night. So, with the help of you, I am going to continue to make South College great. Dr. Hall, I apologize for that brief break in decorum on the stage. All right. Dr. Hall, as Dean of the School of Physical Therapy, it is my privilege to present you the class of 2018 for the conferring of the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree. Each of these students has fulfilled the requirements established by the faculty for the conferring of the degree, and each was approved by the faculty by a vote on June 20th. Will all School of Physical Therapy graduates please stand? Dr. Hall.
By virtue of the authority invested in South College by the state of Tennessee, I do hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy for which you have qualified with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
School of PT graduates, at the direction of the marshals, Dr. Norton and Dr. Shepard, please proceed to the steps on your right. At this time, I request that you avoid taking photographies at the front of the stage, as we have a professional photographer there, and we will certainly congratulate the students at the end of the final name call.
Dr. Ahmed Abadsalam Elena, Memphis, Tennessee. Dr. Emily Ann Marie Andrews, Dalton, Georgia. Dr. Ashley Bach, Kinsley, Michigan. Dr. Sean Baldwin, Lansdale, Pennsylvania, cum laude. Dr. Andrew Barbo, Bristol, Virginia. Dr. Kayla Dorothy Beats, Knoxville, Tennessee. Dr. Nash Bell, Madison, Wisconsin, magna cum laude. Dr. Emmanuel Bonilla Segura, Phoenix, Arizona. Dr. Zoe Nicole Bora, Durham, North Carolina. Dr. Lauren Emily Bowlin, Fairhope, Alabama, cum laude. Dr. Paul Bratton, Huntsville, Alabama, cum laude. Dr. Justin M. Burke, York, Pennsylvania, summa cum laude. Dr. Miranda Charlotte Crow, Jackson, Tennessee, magna cum laude. Dr. Zachary Scott Dedman, Dardenne Prairie, Missouri, cum laude. Dr. Kirsten Denise Sutherland Deal, Hazy, Virginia, cum laude. Dr. Jillian Charlene Distel, Denver, Pennsylvania, summa cum laude. Dr. Sean M. Dom, Pigeon, Michigan, cum laude. Dr. Sheila Ray Egeberg, Denver, Colorado, summa cum laude. Dr. Kristen Aiken, Jefferson City, Missouri, cum laude. Dr. Timothy Christian Erickson, Austin, Minnesota, summa cum laude. Dr. Emily Jane Everett, Pullman, Washington, magna cum laude. Dr. Sheldon Virgin Feltz, Dixon, Tennessee. Dr. Billy Ferris, St. Louis, Missouri, cum laude. Dr. Sarah Fields, Knoxville, Tennessee, summa cum laude. Dr. Corny Maureen Fitzpatrick, Fort Collins, Colorado, summa cum laude. Dr. Rebecca Robert Flegel, West Jordan, Utah, summa cum laude. Dr. Kellyanne Foote, Dublin, Ohio. Dr. Catherine Grace Forrester, Grand Prairie, Texas. Dr. Matthew Frederick, Marlton, New Jersey, magna cum laude. Dr. Leanna Marie Garza, Hondo, Texas. Dr. Raquel Gonzalez, Chicago, Illinois, cum laude. Dr. Rebecca Greer, Hammond, Louisiana, magna cum laude. Dr. Joshua Graham Hafner, New Braunfels, Texas, cum laude. Dr. Emily Lauren Harris, Maryville, Tennessee. Dr. Cassandra Marie Haslett Rogers, Chattanooga, Tennessee, cum laude. Dr. Tori Hines, Hendersonville, North Carolina, magna cum laude. Dr. Justin Henry, Dalton, Georgia. Dr. Tyler W. Hill, Mobile, Alabama. Dr. Natasha Renee Haidt, Milan, New Mexico. Dr. Tatiana Hughes, Puyallup, Washington. Dr. John Lorenzo Jackson, Mill Creek, Washington. Dr. Jessica Johnson, Phoenix, Arizona. Dr. Daimir Jarquan Zayman Jones, Hainesville, Georgia. Dr. Stephanie Marie Canine, Petoskey, Michigan, cum laude. Dr. Hannah Kiyohara, Seattle, Washington, cum laude. Dr. Taylor Lee Kurtz, Houston, Texas, magna cum laude. Dr. Hillary Lee Life, Pierre, South Dakota, summa cum laude. Dr. Philip Daniel Laudermilk, Beaufort, Georgia, cum laude. Dr. Tiffany M. Lucas, Oxford, Mississippi, cum laude. Dr. Joseph Lynn, Hoffman Estates, Illinois, cum laude. Dr. Tracy Mangan, Chicago, Illinois. Dr. Zachary William Mathis, Waynesboro, Tennessee. Dr. Brian McFadden, Visalia, California, magna cum laude. Dr. Andrew Moen, New Glarus, Wisconsin, cum laude. Dr. Kelly Moran, Fenton, Michigan, cum laude. Dr. Dana Michelle Norton, Dallas, Texas, cum laude. Dr. Matthew Oakleberry, American Fourth, Utah, magna cum laude. Dr. Doug Mackenzie Padgett, Carlton, Georgia. Dr. Kyle Thomas Perry, Sandy, Utah. Dr. Dylan Peters, Dunlap, Tennessee. Dr. Justin Pons, Oakdale, California. Dr. Christelle Marie Kwan, Memphis, Tennessee, cum laude. Dr. Erica Nicole Ricciuti, Stuart, Florida, cum laude. Dr. Stephen Trevor Riddle, Sweetwater, Tennessee. Dr. Amber Fern Robertson, Pearl River, Louisiana. Dr. Megan M. Robinson, West Warwick, Rhode Island, magna cum laude. Dr. Jamie Renee Rodell, San Antonio, Texas. Dr. Daniel Patrick Rodriguez, Frisco, Texas. Dr. Zachary T. Rupert, Louisville, Kentucky, cum laude. Dr. Catherine E. Sanders, Murrieta, California. Oops. Dr. Ben Shaw, Monticello, Minnesota, summa cum laude. Dr. Brian Scobie, Clarksville, Tennessee, cum laude. Dr. Dominic Shannon, Clarksville, Tennessee, cum laude. Dr. Audrey Sherrills, Knoxville, Tennessee, magna cum laude. Dr. Joseph Sushin, Lister, Massachusetts. Dr. Adrian Brooke Taylor, Raleigh, North Carolina, magna cum laude. Dr. Jasmine Simone Theus, Jackson, Tennessee, magna cum laude. Dr. Bonnie Thompson, Canton, North Carolina, summa cum laude. Dr. Marisa Sonia Donatio, Naples, Florida. Dr. Christina Marie Utley, Castro Valley, California. Dr. Megan Valverde, Sacramento, California. Dr. Jeffrey Weir, Huntington, New York, summa cum laude. Dr. Erica Whites, De Pere, Wisconsin, summa cum laude. Dr. John David Williams, Jefferson, Georgia. Dr. Sarah Leonore Woods, Austin, Texas, cum laude. Dr. Suzanne Marie Jazan, Orland Park, Illinois.
Please help me welcome to the profession of physical therapy the class of 2018. All right, graduates, please stay standing. Please grab your program. So it is common for the doctoring professions to have a professional oath, one that articulates what they stand for, how they will practice, and how they will act in a professional way. So together, we will read the physical therapy oath. Ready. As a physical therapist dedicated to providing the highest quality cares and services, I solemnly and willingly state, I respect the rights and dignities of all individuals who seek my services and with whom I practice. Engage in a mindful, compassionate, emphatic manner in all aspects of my service. Hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. Collaborate with colleagues within and outside the profession by providing optimal care that improves the function and lifestyle of the patients and clients we serve. Enhance my practice through lifelong acquisition and application of knowledge, skills, and professional behavior. Participate in efforts to meet physical therapy and healthcare needs of my local community and beyond. With this pledge, I freely accept the responsibilities that accompany the practice of physical therapy. Wonderful. Again, welcome to the profession of physical therapy. All right. In a program defined by practical exams, you have one more task. Can you move your tassel from the right to the left and officially be a doctor of physical therapy? I now call upon Reverend Hogan for today's benediction. Will everyone please stand?
"2018 graduates, go out into the world appreciating the knowledge you've acquired here. Go out into the world and explore the secrets of creation meant to heal the body. Go out into the world remaining curious. Go out into the world moving beyond your comfort zone. Go out into the world healing and serving others, for in healing and serving others, you serve God. And may the blessing of God Almighty be with you and remain with you always, and most importantly, have fun. Amen.